Hi guys! Hi guys, what's up? This is my name Tiffany and I'm making an appearance on YouTube for the first time. I've been on Instagram, TikTok, Press Center, and now I'm on YouTube. Yeah.
So yesterday was the grand final for this year's Eurovision and the winner is the lovely Switzerland.
Switzerland is, we've got so much to talk about.
We have. We thought we'd do a bit of a recap of the last week's events because it's been super eventful. So, what should we start with, guys?
Maybe we should explain why we are now in Chris' hotel room to talk about this. We are in Copenhagen. We have decided to stay like 2 more days in Copenhagen to chill a little bit.
Yeah, and spend time together because we've not spent
so
time as a
busy.
free.
Yeah, we've been here, there,
And we've been working.
Yeah.
We've been working hard, so...
Chris ditched us.
Let's talk about the results. Maybe we start with non-qualifiers.
Okay. So the non-qualifiers in semi-final 1 was Australia at 11th, Poland 12, Moldova 13, 14 Azerbaijan, and 15 Iceland.
Yeah.
Okay.
So were they the non-qualifiers that we expected?
I remember seeing this result and not being that surprised. The only one I was a little bit sad for really was Poland. I would have loved to have seen her in there. Surprised, I think, with Slovenia, to be honest.
Yeah, they
I
came
think
in 9th.
God, yeah, Serbia in 10th. So, yeah, I think this was one of the ones I was less surprised with, but still sad for them.
So we see that Serbia came in 10th place, 9th Slovenia, 8th Portugal, 7th Finland. It's very close actually with those countries.
But then Luxembourg jumped, so...
Yeah, there's like a big gap between them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realise Lithuania came 4th.
That's good.
I don't really properly looked at these results.
Ireland top 3, good.
So it's very close between Croatia and Ukraine for the win, but ultimately Croatia won with 177 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I felt sad, obviously, for Poland, but I sort of accepted that she wasn't qualifying. But I did think, after seeing the press rehearsal and the live reaction, I thought Australia was really going to qualify.
Very close.
But they came 11th and they were very close.
Yeah.
So...
Agreed.
I think there's not much about semi-final 1.
It's semi 2.
Yeah.
It's all about semi 2, really, isn't it? Where it all kicks off a bit.
So our non-qualifiers was Czechia, Denmark, Belgium, San Marino, Albania, and Malta!
Malta came last.
That's it. I just don't understand that.
No.
Wherever you put that performance in a running order, it should not have come last in the semi-final.
That's not a last place song or last place performance.
I just don't understand it. Why didn't people pick up the phone?
It was one of the strongest performances, and I don't know what happened with Malta.
I'm surprised Denmark did 12.
Denmark.
I didn't think Denmark done that well.
I'm happy with that.
There was actually a really big reception for it in the semi-final. I thought I don't know, you know when you get a certain vibe when the country comes on and that's actually the crowd actually love this, maybe it can qualify.
Because we were all in the semi-live when we...
Yeah, people are singing send.
Yeah, they were loving it.
Yeah.
I was surprised about Aiko coming 11th, to be fair.
Yeah.
Only 6 points different between Norway.
Wow.
That's so...
Did we expect Norway to be the borderline qualifier?
No.
No, I thought they were guaranteed top 10 in the final.
Yeah.
But clearly that didn't happen.
And I'm shocked that Latvia came 7th.
They came above Georgia.
Much comfortably. They got 72 and Georgia was 8th with 54.
Yeah,
so Latvia was very comfortably 8th.
It just shows how the televote though, it can all at the moment how things are, how it's all televote only semi-finals and then we've still got this jury which had such an impact in the final. So
or that that we are in a bubble sometimes with the odds, and that we don't we underestimate Latvia, but yeah, we did well. But he's only better, right?
We did good.
Yeah.
Armenia again coming 3rd.
Armenia beat Switzerland in the televote.
Yeah.
Wow. Switzerland's only 4th if they win Eurovision, I mean.
Yeah. That's crazy.
We see Greece did well, top 5, Estonia.
But obviously something that happened, so I think you should
Yeah.
talk first.
So I see that the Netherlands came in the second place for this year's semi-final, which I'm very happy about. So we comfortably made it to the finals. Like the gap between Armenia is like 50 points. Oh my god. But it makes me even more sad that we didn't make it to the finals. I mean, we got disqualified. We all know the drama. I think almost the whole world talked about it. Let's not go too long about it because it's really sad and it happened. I don't know what we're gonna do next year, but I'm happy we did well with the semi-final, and I think we will have done great in the Eurovision final. So Netherlands, mwah.
And I know it doesn't help the situation,
I
but I
love your
think
mwah.
yeah, I think like Joost has won like the people's hearts, if that makes sense, this year. Like even though it's a crap situation,
Yeah.
You know, we can just move on from it. But yeah, he deserves to be there.
Now, should we discuss the final?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
So should we look at our top 10?
Yeah, let's do top 10.
Yeah?
Okay.
10th was Portugal, 9th was Sweden, 8th was Armenia, 7th Italy, 6th Ireland, 4th France, 3rd Ukraine, 2nd Croatia, and the winner, of course, was Switzerland. Were any of these a shock to you?
In terms of like before the contest began, before we saw all the stagings, if you told me that like Ireland was going to get ahead of Italy in the
Yeah.
final, I would not have believed you. So
Yeah.
just shows you what great staging can do. Also, I'm just really happy for Portugal
Top
because
10,
I didn't like it was such a beautiful song, but like this year had so many like high impact songs. I really wasn't sure if it was going to be forgotten or not.
Yeah.
Um,
But you see that the jury's helped there. Otherwise, she only got
Yeah.
13 points from the televotes.
Oh.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
I'm personally, because I really like Sweden, and I'm happy there we have another top 10, and it's
Yeah.
good for like a host country getting into top 10. That's happy.
Sweden as well, like,
Yeah, but that just
I
like
love them.
it just shows like what an impact the jury vote has had on this year's scores again, isn't it? Like a country can still, if they get like a really good jury vote, then they can still get quite high.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think happy to see France up there.
Armenia too. I didn't
yeah, I
expect
didn't
Armenia
expect
to
that.
do that well. 8th.
Yeah, apparently.
But I think with that, like,
Armenia, we don't have it.
although like I think to us who have been like listening to that song for so long, it was like
Yeah.
getting a little bit tiring listening to the same tune. For most people just watching that for the same time, they would have been like, this is great, this party. So
Yeah.
Her energy in the audience, like she was really interacting.
Do we know her name?
Jacqueline,
Jacqueline.
I think.
She
Or Jackie.
is such a performer. Like, she
Yeah.
knows how to work an audience. And we all knew she was gonna.
Be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
It is made for like with the audience and the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And Switzerland winning.
Ooh, I didn't expect he got so. How many points in? He got like, I didn't expect him to be so high in the jury. It's like 12 points, 12 points, right?
And I was just constantly, and I was still thinking, not gonna win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's all like most of the 12 points went to him for the jury.
Yeah.
So I think when it came down to like Croatia and Switzerland, I was like, yeah. And then obviously it was such a lovely moment when Ukraine got to the top of that scoreboard.
Yeah.
Because obviously they were in the second place in the running order. So it can, you know, just show that if you've got you don't always do badly if you're in the second position.
Yeah.
So
And I do think the EBU put Ukraine in spot 2 to show that, like, it doesn't matter in what position
Yeah.
you are. If
Or-
you've got a good song and a performance.
Or they didn't want Ukraine to win. I don't know.
yeah.
Not like yeah.
Here's a question though: if Ukraine won again, what would be like your dream country to host?
Oh!
I would say
I forgot.
Switzerland.
Really?
Yeah.
I think because they haven't hosted like almost 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got money, so they have a good potential to do well. It's in the
Yeah.
middle of Europe. I'm happy.
I
That's
don't
good.
know
Good to know, yeah.
based on production and like how the shows would be.
Yeah.
But I would love to either be in Greece or Cyprus.
I
Because I love the food, I love the
Greece.
weather. And I just think they would be so fun. And especially
Yeah, I
in Greece,
agree.
they have so many big artists. So you
Yes.
know they would have great interval acts, you
Yeah.
know.
And the Greek love Eurovision.
Yeah.
When the
Yeah.
country has passion for Eurovision, yeah.
I think Greece could get onto a win in a few years. I do think the
would be
building,
nice.
yeah.
It's time for them as well.
Yeah.
I would love a Balkan Eurovision, so I would love like either Serbia or Croatia. I just think it would be like, again, like the kind of flavour and like the food and stuff. But yeah, Greece or Cyprus would be incredible.
Can we also talk about Germany? Coming 12!
Oh
my God,
almost.
I didn't
Let me
realise
see.
that.
How close to the top 10? Not really, but
No,
yeah.
but still good.
That's really good, considering all
Eight-
like the...
Only 18 from the televote, but 99 from the
Yeah.
jury. That's really
Yeah.
good.
And like that was probably like the number one. Like, I saw people were like bottom of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
He was proved everyone wrong, so that's really good.
And spot 3 isn't really a good spot
No, I mean, no.
either, but he still did well. But if you
Smashed
look,
it.
Sweden opened the show, came 9th. Ukraine was spot 2, they came 3rd.
That may be because of the new voting.
Maybe Germany was 3rd, they came 12th, and Luxembourg was 4th and they came 3rd. Luxembourg was 4th?
Yeah.
And they came 13th. So they're not bad.
So actually, everybody that performed earlier, the voting was earlier, got a good result.
Yeah, that's true. So
Definitely had an effect on...
Like, look at
the
Austria.
votes,
What did
I
they
think.
get?
5 points.
See.
Right, what was our biggest shock of the night?
The 0 points from the UK. One of the biggest ones from like 0 points for only the UK.
Go.
In the televote,
I was shocked.
Yeah.
like I just don't understand it.
Because it was visual, it was very attracting to watch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like more than any, not especially this year, but I feel like Eurovision has gone in a way where it's like very like open to like, you know, like kind of like the being yourself and like the queer side of things, and it's like I thought people would like kind of respond to that more.
Yeah. But in a
because-
way they did with both
Yeah.
Ireland and Switzerland.
Definitely, yeah. So I think it was just a case we just got forgot about,
Yeah.
which is a bit sad, but
But like 0 points, that was ridiculous.
no, doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's 18th place, not in the bottom 5.
Yeah, I'm really happy that we weren't doing that well with the jury at first.
No.
But we were getting quite a few points in a row, so we will take that.
Definitely.
Do you know what my biggest shock for me? I was shocked that Georgia didn't do well with the jury.
Yes.
I thought she was going to be
Her
top
voice.
5 or 10 with the jury. I was convinced.
Yeah.
Where did she got?
Well, she got 15 points from the jury and 19 from the public, so she did well with the public. But
Yeah.
I don't know. The performance was great. Her vocals.
She
has the
could
best-
have done nothing better.
No, not at all.
I thought she was
Nailed
going to
it
get
every
Georgia's
single
best
time.
result.
She's
I
bottom
really
5.
did.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
like,
she just
proud
got
of
in
her that
bottom
she
five.
got to back to the final after like 6 years or however, or 7 years
Yeah.
maybe. But
She did so well to get them in the final.
and then my shocker would definitely be Norway coming bottom of the board completely. Didn't see that coming at all. Was convinced that they would be top 10. And personally, yeah, I thought they could have even been a dark horse for like top 3 or the win. So yeah, that was a huge shock. But yeah, it's mad. It's like I can't believe it's all over now.
Yeah.
It's so
Now we're looking at something like just numbers and stuff.
It's just past. But yeah,
History.
it's just like there's been so much that has gone on this week that I think we all just need to take time to process.
Yeah.
What was our
yeah.
favourite moment during the week? Like, because we were all
Favourite
prepped.
Yeah. Oh my
So
god.
that was fun.
It's still, it's like Eurovision is over. I'm still wearing it. I will wear it to the airport. Like I'm so proud of this.
You go into it.
And we've had like a few weeks building up to this.
Yeah.
We were emailing, we were planning.
Making IDs.
But what I think was as well is we were quite like, we sort of kept ourselves to ourselves. Like,
We did, yeah. We had like I would have never.
I don't think people realise how we were very prepared.
Yeah, and also like I think when it works, it works.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say when it worked, like what you either click with people or you don't, and even before I met you guys, like I just felt it worked.
Yeah.
Like so, like our ideas, it wasn't like forced or like a lot of effort.
No.
We just came up with ideas. We emailed media people, and things just happened. And I'm really, really proud of us because I never thought that we would get even like I'd be happy like with one interview or like one interaction with an artist, but it just kept coming. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like coming.
Ooh.
Okay.
Also, should we briefly...
Yeah, what do we do?
Should we just briefly describe what Tiffany is?
Okay.
Yeah, we need to welcome Tiffany.
So I don't think people realise, so Tiffany is a mascot. This was a last minute idea actually. It was just, I thought she might, I feel like at this minute, like there's a lot of hate and not the nice vibe.
Controversy.
Yeah. And I just think this can bring so much joy to people. And honestly,
It did.
It did.
It did.
everyone in the press centre loved Tiffany. Like, there was people who met her when they saw her for the first time, they were like hugging her.
Yeah, just a little comfort blanket.
And
you
she
know?
really did break the ice in our interviews.
Yeah,
she
Like
really
Marcus
did.
and Martina.
Yeah, they loved it.
They
Yeah,
all
they
did
did.
Heaven,
Sala,
Bonici,
yeah.
So I just think
And it was like, they were just like, the first thing we would do is like just give it to the artist, like, so this is for you.
just to hold
to
it.
hold.
Yeah.
Just to hold. You could, you
Just
can't adopt her, but no, it was, yeah, like she's become our little mascot basically.
And I do
so.
think some, like maybe the first day I felt, because she's my Teddy,
Yeah.
but I did feel like a bit of quite stupid, because as you know, people really like on computers, hardworking. But I always think this was joyful, and if you've got an idea that might seem a bit stupid,
Just
Just
Go
do
for
Yeah,
it.
do it.
but we had the best time.
And I, of course, like it was just the best week, and I'm hoping that we will all be at press again. Whether it, you know, hopefully next year. But yeah, wherever we go, Tiffany will go. So yeah, stay tuned.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much. See you next year in Switzerland.
Bye, guys.